Welcome back, Fleur Community. Happy Monday. I hope you're all well and having an incredible day as always. We're on the epoch number 97 and we're going to start things off by checking out the signal providers and how they're performing. And we're going to go over the weekly news. Looks like the chat's pretty busy today. We've got Valiant Energy, Doc Bob D, Professor, Jimmy Thing, Zoba. We've got Draco in the house. Anna, I hope you enjoyed the astronaut music this time. We've got Avid Traveler. We've got Steve Lee. Rich Stanway, wow, looking pretty busy, but AA Best as well coming in, and Terra Mesa. Hope you're all well. And yeah, something that I did want to actually bring up today, which is quite interesting, and it's sort of to bring awareness for those who are using the network as intended and delegating. So if we go to Fleur metrics, to look at the signal provider metrics, what you can see here is that Bifrost Oracle is at the very top, massively oversubscribed, somewhere close to 4%. And if you look at their reward rate, it's 0.011, right? Now I've opened up this other tab where it's been sorted by the reward rate descending. And if you scroll all the way down, you can see Bifrost here at number 27. So it's the most delegated, it's oversubscribed, which means that the rewards are diluted. And in fact, you're not getting that good of a reward rate because of that. So if you want to stay on top of your performance and sort of compounding your rewards, it's always best to just get an idea of who's performing the best each week. And that's why I cover it every single week. So this particular week so far, since the epoch started, topping the charts, we have FTSO Plus. In second place, we've got Use Your Spark. Third place, Nordso. In fourth place, we've got Atlas TSO. And finally, in fifth place, we have Fleur Oracle. So congratulations to them who made the top 5. Now, moving over to the Sparkle side of things, this is the NFT marketplace on Fleur. Topping the charts in the last 7 days, in the last week, is S-Toads. In second place, we have Songbird City, and in third place, we have Luxury Lofts. This is the holy trinity, the trifecta of frogness. I don't know what to call it, but the 3 projects coming from the S-Toads family, the X-Toads family, are all in the top 3 spots. In fourth place, we have the Fat Kittens, a newly launched project on the Flare network. And in fifth place, we have Flare Apes. So congratulations to them for making it into the top 5. And we actually just finished the poker tournament today, the Fleur Community Coin Poker Tournament. It was a lot of fun, and you can basically join whenever you like and just buy the tickets. It's an NFT, and use that as a submission or as entry for a seat at the table. Here's the winnings, as you can see. In 10th place, second from last, that's me. Wasn't my best performance, but congratulations to Chest Beater and Chard, and also Doc Bob D for winning the prizes this time round. If you want to grab hold of some, you can go to theflaircommunity.com/store, and this is where you can buy everything with the Fleur Community coin. And obviously these tickets here, they have different levels, different tiers, and the prizes obviously are reflective of the amount the ticket costs. So we just did the bronze tournament, and looking to get some more of these set up as and when the tickets are sold out. So if you want to grab some, there is still some available. Now's your chance. here's something that I wanted to talk about, and it's in relation to Flair Labs. We obviously had that huge announcement last week about Flair Labs being an entity with the CEO as Hugo Filion. They're actually responsible for building F assets, and I know a lot of people have been left in the dark about this and sort of potentially a little bit frustrated. It is what it is, but I'm hopeful that brighter days are ahead. If we actually look at their website, this is the website here, and it talks about what they've been building in the past. But if you go to their GitHub repository, you can see that it has this repo here, the F asset repo, and you can look at this yourself. It's all publicly available right now. Lots of files and folders. You know, each of these folders contain a lot of different stuff, a lot of even more folders. And it's sort of nested. There are a lot of things that have been going on. And this was actually the initial commit, the initial upload. And that was, I believe, just over a week ago. It was last week, right? Now, here's the thing. I don't think they would upload this repository unless it was somewhere close to being finished. So if we go back to this original tweet, you know, would they actually choose to upload a half-completed solution? I think they would launch the foundation and then build upon that, and I think F assets are just around the corner. But I did also want to note that Flair Labs is a completely separate entity from Flair Networks, and we know that Flair Networks have been particularly cautious about sort of promoting things which are going to happen within the network purely because of the regulatory uncertainty, right? And in my opinion, this idea of Flair Labs could be a way to sort of skirt around the law and announce and be a little bit more transparent about what's going on with the Flair network, what Flair Labs are building on the Flair network or for the Flair network, and hopefully we get a little bit more clarity from them as we move forward. STP or Songbird Test Proposal 04, this was actually voted on, or I think it's currently being voted on, and it's it's actually been deployed. These are all new assets that have been integrated with the FTSO system, and there's quite a lot here. I can't reel them all off the top of my head, but Cardano, Algorand, we've got Ava, we've got Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum, Filecoin, Litecoin, Polygon, Songbird, Solana, Tether, USDC, XLM, XDC, and XRP. Is that Binance Chain? Not sure what that one is either, but lots of interesting assets, and it's only going to allow adoption for more applications that want to build or integrate the FTSO and sort of get these price pairings. You know, if you think about this from a user perspective, this FTSO, the FTSO on Songbird, and soon I imagine it's going to come on Fleur with this update, it's actually going to allow developers to get price feeds for all of these assets. And what does that mean for you as a user? Well, basically, if you want to say, for example, buy a NFT on, say, Sparkles, if they use this FTSO price data to give live pricing in various other assets, they can then use the state connector to facilitate a transaction where you pay for something on one of these external chains, but actually receive the assets on the Songbird chain or network or the Fleur network. So great for adoption and great for building applications that really do connect everything. This is pretty interesting as well. Fleur is collaborating with Oracle Daemon, one of the original data providers for the Fleur Time Series Oracle on both the Fleur network and Songbird. Oracle Daemon will develop a new suite of tools designed to enhance the user experience of the network. Some of the tools that they're planning to build is a multi-wallet management system. We've got advanced data provider analytics and also the auto claim executors, which we are familiar with already. So great to see that happening, and the more tools that we have, the more user-friendly it is, the better as far as I'm concerned. So congratulations to Oracle Daemon. This was pretty interesting news. Fleur has partnered with Atriff, an AI-powered platform for digital art offering no-code NFT generation. What does this mean? It means that you don't have to be a developer to create NFTs. there was this sort of, I guess, hurdle that people had to overcome initially, and that was being able to develop or use applications like Remix and being able to code in Solidity to actually generate NFTs. But this is no longer the case. The first instance of this in terms of no-code NFT generation was actually on the Songbird network, and that was done by Enosis, formerly FLR Finance, with their Flair Drops application. But back over to Atriff, the all-in-one system is designed to simplify the process of creating and issuing NFTs. And as we said, these are AI powered. So if you're familiar with, say, Midjourney or DALL-E, these are AI image generators, and it looks like it's going to be a fusion of that technology with also a marketplace too. Professor asking, could I learn the price earlier than most? Definitely not, because the price on the FTSO is actually determined by the current price. So in fact, if anything, it's going to be delayed because the FTSO currently only issues prices every 3 minutes. So this is the Flair article about this platform. AI digital art platform Atriff partners with Flair. You can read all about it here, and I think there's some good things coming with this, because if you look at their website, it is quite well refined, if I must say, from a visualization perspective. It looks pretty good. It looks like a React app, and yeah, I'm pretty excited about this, especially for those who do have the creative ability to create some of these AI powered and sort of know all the good prompts. It's going to be interesting, and it's going to open up a flood of NFTs, if you ask me. But how competitive the marketplace is going to be is another story. If everyone's creating these AI NFTs, then the market could become flooded with NFTs. So it's going to be interesting to see how utility is built upon these NFTs and what people can further expect. But I like the website. And I'm keeping my eyes peeled, and I'll be sure to share the information as and when it comes available. So here we go. We've got a week in the history books for %. They're doing great things. It's basically an educational platform utilizing NFTs to help get you to help teach you from the 1% of earners and people in their field. I actually had the pleasure of meeting the CEO and the co-founder, that's Jake and Mark, and we had a good old chinwag over in Manchester last week, or maybe the week before, but it was a lot of fun, and they're doing some great things. And yeah, they actually just launched their stage 1 of their platform, laying the foundations for all % growth. So looks pretty good from what I can see. I've had a little peek at the website, and yeah, another great website, another thing to look forward to. Over here, we've got Flarepedia. They're doing a great job of collating a lot of information on the network, and they're combining on-chain FTSO metric data with Flarepedia's exciting, rich community-generated content. So if you don't know, this website is actually generated by the community. People submit their knowledge and talk about these things which are actually happening in the space. So actually we can have a quick peek at the website here if you haven't seen it. Again, another great website. It's great to see all of these services building up, especially this one that it's community driven. That's something I really like. It's similar to Flair Builders, and they also have a randomization sort of aspect where you can sort of, it rotates, right? So no one is really favored. So it's looking really good, and they also updated their FTSO cards, and it's just another component that just makes everything look cleaner. It's I don't know, it just looks visually appealing to me because it's sort of easy to understand. You've got different sections, and it's well laid out. So my hearts go off to Flarepedia for building such a great website. And if you want to visit it, it's flarepedia.com. This is something that I did just want to clarify, right? So we was talking earlier about this, the F asset system, the F asset repository. Does this mean that it's launching on the Flair network first? I certainly hope not, because that would make the Songbird network redundant, but it is called F assets. But let me just read this tweet here for you. F assets is the name of the protocol. it can be deployed on Songbird just like the Flair time series oracle. Some refer to this as the Songbird time series oracle, but at the end of the day, it's the same code base or very similar, right? So just because something's called F assets, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's strictly on the Flair network. It's just some code, it's a protocol, right? But you can duplicate that code and put it elsewhere, for example, on the Songbird network. It's the F assets on Songbird. Some people like to call it S assets, but at the end of the day, it's pretty much the same thing, right? So I'm not sure if we can actually make that assumption that F assets are coming to the Flair network first. I'd certainly be disappointed if that was the case, but we're just going to have to wait and see. Finally, we're going to just quickly round up here by talking a little bit about the Pixel Plants NFT project. This is a project built by local community legend and all-around good guy, Doc Bob D. Pixel Plants is going live with their first utility NFT on Songbird in just a few hours. In fact, this was posted a few hours ago, so stay tuned. It might be live already. The Songbird network has the Songbird version has undergone a complete redesign, and we have added an NFT that grants double seed per harvest. You can buy it with Songbird or Seed. Now, Seed is an asset that you can get for holding these NFTs and also playing games on the network. I think it's actually pretty interesting because there's not that many games on the network, and these are all very like retro games, right? So they're very easy to play. And it's pixelplantgardenflr.netlify.app if you want to check that out, or give them a follow at pixelplantsSGB. So that is pretty much the end of the stream. If you are a Patreon member, please feel free to jump over to the Discord. We're going to be jumping here in the Patreon call for a good old chinwag. And of course, on Thursday, we're going to be having the community chinwag too. So be sure to just join the Discord in general, because there is a lot of information here filled with very knowledgeable people, all willing to help. And that's what it's all about, right? Sharing information and sort of getting the best experience possible from this network. So that is pretty much this week's news. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. Please enjoy the rest of your week if I don't see you. And until next time, I'm out.
Liftoff.